Well, hello. Apologies for being a little bit late, but I was on a Zoom chat with some of my members. So it is Sunday evening. We are going to try out a new mould that I've got. I think I put laptop tray, but it's not a laptop tray, it's a laptop stand. I think that's the one. And I'm going to do it with Jesmonite to start with. The reason I'm doing it with Jesmonite to start with is it is instant gratification. So within 20 minutes we'll be able to see what this stand looks like. And then start thinking about colours, because you, the viewers, the participants, are going to help me choose colours to do it in. So I said so. Sandy, hello. Patricia, hello. Hope you are both well. I will make sure I put my hair back just so that I'm not going to get this in resin or Jesmonite. Christine, is it Christina? It is going well. Hello Dawn, it was lovely to see you in chat, in Zoom. Good luck with your move. Hello Alison, welcome. Lovely to see you in Zoom as well. Hello Nikki. Chicago, so this is Betty. Hello from Chicago. Right, we're going to do this. I've got plenty of stuff curing in my tent. I'll show you how we got on with the project yesterday, which is the resin aerial, where my gold kept going down the hole. We will show you that. Hello Trish. Hello Johnny, welcome. It's like a Saturday night hangout. I said, what I am going to do is, I haven't measured my moulds out. I'm sorry. My tardiness of not knowing what we're mixing. But I reckon this is going to need at least 600 mils. But basically, I've got no idea how it's going to go together. So I think your laptop's going to stand on it like this. And then this part here is going to be the bars that's going to hold it together. So let's see how that goes. Oh, you're excited. Saturday night excitement with Sharon. Hello, the wonderful Paula stroke Sandy is here. And yeah, all right. I am going to get out my powder. I haven't pre-measured anything because I've been working on projects. I have taken my Zeus for a walk. I've had a nice chat with the members for the last hour. Did a little bit of housework, but I've been working on my projects. I had to do another layer on my ocean one yesterday because everything fell down the hole, and let's not go into that, but I will show you. And I had to put a top coat on my sunset clocks that I've been doing because I put my little dots on there, only to find out that they're slightly wonky. And so when you're telling the time, if you want to look at the picture, you're going to have to do that. But that's enough of my dramas. What I am going to do is get my little cheat sheet of the Jesmonite that my Neil did for me, because I'm not very good at doing 2.5 to 1. Crystal, welcome. I hope that you enjoy tonight. It's interactive. It is mainly about us socializing with each other and supporting other creatives out there or people with channels. So I hope you enjoy that. Deborah, welcome from Alabama. Lovely to have you here. If it is your first time in my channel, thank you. Much love. If you can remember to give me a little tick at the start of this video, that helps my channel. It helps me as the artist for sharing my art out there. If you've never met me before, I'm Sharon. Hello. And maybe consider becoming a member if you want to get behind the scenes and extra connections with me and extra videos, shout outs. But also think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't before. All right, that's all the good stuff out of the way. Now I am going to get on with this, and I'm going to trust that all the members in here, Alison, Paula, Dawn, and I think we've got Lee in here. I think I said hello to Lee. They'll look after you as well. But if I need 600 grams, oh, I ain't got a sheet long enough for that. It doesn't go that far. Oh wait, I was looking at the wrong one. All right, 750 grams of powder to 300 grams of liquid. People who hasn't worked with Jesmonite before, can you give me a little thumbs up so we can let you know if you need information. If you're all fairly proficient at it or you've seen me do it before, we won't go into the detail, but if you can give me a thumbs up, that helps me understand at what level I need to give you a understanding of the medium we're working with this evening. Right. I didn't say alrighty, I said right. That's still a bingo lingo. With Jesmonite, you still have to glove up. It is not as toxic to work with as resin, but it has got a lot of powder, so I am going to feel like I am dealing with white powder stuff, and so I'm going to have to put a mask on so I'm not going to inhale it. But we are going to be mixing 600 mils worth volume, and I'm going to see if that is going to be enough for these stands. If we've over-egged it, it's okay. I've got moulds. We can also make some terrazzo. I hope I've said that right. I always self-doubt myself. And have some fun. And then I will be asking for viewer participation with the colour schemes, because once we've done with this with Jesmonite, we'll give it a little clean off, Paula, the mould, and then we're going to mix it up with resin so we can compare this stand in resin and Jesmonite, but you won't see the results for that until tomorrow. So Deborah has never heard of it. Dawn, I believe, thumbs up's not heard of it. Alright, Jesmonite is called Jesmonite in the UK, but I know you can get it in Australia and I know you can get it in America under a different brand. The product itself doesn't show you the ingredients on this. I've got a massive box downstairs, but I just fill up my tubs and come up with it so it's stored a little easier, but it's called Jesmonite. So it's a 2-part 2.5 powder to 1 of the liquid, which I call the milk, and you mix your powder into your liquid like a batter, hopefully no lumps, smooth consistency, pour it. The minute those contact together and mix, it starts to cure within 5 minutes and it's totally set within 20 minutes. So you have to make sure preparation is key when it comes to Jesmonite. Apologies while I just go off screen, I am getting my mask. Hey Siri, play the sound of birds. Just say it's not so loud.
Here's Forest.
Oh, here we go, here's Forest. So, I've got my mask, got my gloves. We're ready to start measuring our white powder. Again, apologies that I am not presented. I will bring you in closer when it's time for you to see it up close. But at the minute I'm oh, Trish, well, welcome and thank you for interacting. It's lovely to see everybody. It's a very beautiful community group. It is very interactive, and the more you interact, I think the more you'll enjoy the evening. We like to make these more of a social hangout than actual art. Don't get me wrong. We do share art, we share tips, we share ideas. Oh, I didn't wash my Jesmonite stuff properly last time I was on it. I've got a dirty bowl and everything. I didn't wash stuff properly last time, look. It's okay. It is not going to ruin what we're working on tonight. I'm going to leave official mod. Hello. Oh, penis. That's very nice, isn't it? Does somebody want to kick the official mod off? That's very grown up. Oh dear me. Time to kick. Paula, you've got the power. Kick official mod out, please. That would be amazing. It's a kid, I think. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll kick the kid out. We like humour, but there's a difference between humour and somebody just being a little bit crude. Oh, everything's stuck. Ah, Chippy, you are welcome. This is where I need to give some more people power as well. Just let us know when he's gone, because yes, message deleted and she's off. Thank you very much. Deborah near Birmingham. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I think when you've deleted the message, you can ban them as well from coming in. So, brilliant. Thank you for that. Hello, Jellica. Hello, Mike Angels. I hope I've said that right. Apologies. Hello and good day from Mexico. Hello, Jacqueline. Hello, Lainey. There's a lot of people in here today. That makes me happy. All right, I'm going to concentrate. I need to get 750 grams of this white powder into here. This is the boring part for you, but at least you get to see what it's like. And the powder will go everywhere. So make sure you do wipe it down afterwards. If it does touch your skin, the powder, it can cause you to itch a little bit. So there is a little reaction you can have if it touches your skin. And you definitely don't want to be breathing it in, hence why I've got the mask on here. We are going to be mixing a lot of this up. Now, because this is going to be for me to use for work, well, not for work, for at home, I'm trying to work out what colours I want. I quite like the marble effects, but I quite like the green as well. I quite like the red, but I did like that blue and white that I did the other day. So I'm thinking that that might be the colour that I go with. It was quite a nice, fresh look. All right, nearly the amount I need. So that is, need to go a little bit further. Oh, a lot further. It's going to take nearly all my stuff. It's just unbelievable how much it needs. It's nearly a whole tub gone. Alright, let's check I get that right. 750. It's a whole bucket worth of stuff. Alright, 750, bang on. Now I'm hoping that we only do one mixture of this in Sharon's bakery today. So that's how much powder's in there. There's a lot going on there, isn't there? I'm going to do the same for the milk. I think I might have to pour it in. I don't think my syringe is reaching down. So I originally had this one, and then I went for this one, but this is too big, it doesn't fit in my hole. So I'm going to have to use this one, but I think because I'm going to use quite a lot of it, oh, I ain't got my lid on that, I am going to pour it directly into the bowl. I think it's light enough for me to be able to do that. Oh, all that lovely chat going on there. Right, let me find my milk. Alright, so we had 750 of powder. So I need 300 of milk, and my milk's stuck. I might have to get my nail up again. Oh, no, I did it. Ooh, Sharon has developed muscles. So it's quite a big container. So this is the part that turns it into liquid, and that's the chemical compound. So if you don't have it over in the country that you're in, have a little look at that, and you might find something equivalent. It's like a water-based resin. Alright, let's see how we go with pouring this in. There's going to be a lot of mixing tonight. Alright, here we go. I'm going to have to give these a good wash out. Oh, I went 7 over. That's no worries, I can get my syringe to... Oh, they're all broken. They're like getting really stiff. I've got to really work at it. Alright. Ah. Oh, the power of the syringe. You can just suck up the amount you need. Oh, It's so not working properly. I know when I push it, it's going to shove it all out. It's going to squirt. I can't just get the right amount of pressure. I need to take 3 out. It's come on. Oh. Well, I think that's it, but because it lost its measurements, I need to put another one on. Stay of that one. Just resetting my scales. Need to make sure that's right. I think that's it. Oh, all right. We are good. That was the syringe just squirting back into the tub there. That wasn't me. I'll put Vaseline in there. Oh, thank you very much. That's actually a very helpful tip. Thank you. I'm just going to make sure before I mix these together that I've got everything I need, because I wasn't organised before we started, just so that I know once it mixes we can add it and we're good to go. And we're going to use this new mould that we got, and I'm just going to choose my colour, which I think is definitely going to be oh, I'm torn between the red and white, red and blue. Oh, I'm torn. I'm torn, I'm torn. Oh. No, I'm going to go blue. I'm going to go blue because I really liked that in the last one. So this is a pigment specifically for Jesmonite. It is a very, very, very opaque material that you work with. So if you add mica, it does work, but it's a very subtle, almost like a pastel colour, and you have to put a lot of pigment in there for it. This 1 or 2 drops and it saturates it with colour. 1 drop will make it a light blue, and then obviously you add more and it'll get more intense and deeper, but you do have a very small window before you put too much in there and it won't set, so you have to be careful with that. Pick blue, you know you want. Cosmic Carol, you know me well. I was going red, pink. I'm going into pink phase at the minute. All right, look, I might surprise you. Hello, Nicole. You made it. Yorkie Mum's in here as well. We do need to get a new syringe like the old one, but I am going to use that Vaseline tip. It's brilliant. I mean, Vaseline's been used in quite a few of my lives recently. What I am going to do is add the dye directly to my milk. One thing is, don't ever open your dye directly over your milk. I shouldn't call it milk, it's not really milk. But you get all those crystallized or dried, crusty bits of pigment that would go in there. And I'm just going to apply 1 drop and then see how we go. I might need more. Oh, look at that crusty blue. Ugh. I don't know why it does it. Maybe I should research it. Don't know if you can see this. I've applied just 1 drop. I will bring my camera closer, and it's gone to a nice baby blue, very soft. But I am going to add more to it once I've got the powder in there, because I want it to be not mixed in too evenly. A little bit of marble effect. You really weren't organised, Sharon. Where is your power tool? Alright, here we go. Oh, I said it, Lingo Bingo. Power tool. Oh, filler words, here we go. Now, what is everybody else doing on a Saturday evening or day, wherever you are? After I've done this, I think I might get myself all settled in bed for another movie before I sleep. And I'm working tomorrow, but I still will be doing a live tomorrow evening. And consider the colours that we want to use when we move to resin for this stand. Because I really want to show you what it'll look like with both resin and Jesmonite. Oh, I'm so bad. I should have cleaned all these. Oh well, it's just for me. Who else do we have in here? Oh, we got Petra in here. Hey Petra, how you feeling? How you doing? How's your art? It's lovely. It's like our gang's back together. Oh, is that my nail? Oh, it's gone past. Right, have I got everything I need? I want to make sure I've got my spatula. Tick. Got my spatula. Got my die ready. I'll move that down there. Last time I opened that, I actually dyed my whole hand. And we are going to slowly sift this in. This is the boring part. I apologise. I will bring you in closer when needed to, but I want to see you all. I want to see what's been happening. Sunday morning here, Lainey. You are my future. I hope I'm going to have a good day. Let me know about that. Big beach scene. Ooh, I hope it cured well. Catherine is celebrating the 27th anniversary. Congratulations. Is it Nail Wise? Hello. Steak salad and garlic bread. Yum. Oh, Sandy's been watching Wanda. Oh, Lee. Hello, Lee. Oh, so much love in there. Oh, going to finish a page this time for your sister-in-law, Catherine. That's a beautiful gift. I'm definitely going to have a good day. Right, I feel good about that now. I'm going to add a little bit of powder at a time and just whisk it in. It's just a standard whisk, but I do come through with my power tool just to make sure that there is no obvious bits in there. Or should I say lumps? Oh, there's a lot of powder in here. I'm hoping it's all going to fit in here nicely, or if it's going to be at the top. I have a feeling I'm going to have to dash for moulds. I'm going to trust that you're going to continue all speaking to each other. Hello, Laurel. Hello, Swan Lake. I never know what how to pronounce that. I mean, give me a name, Nicole. Now, I mean, I do research on what you can. I mean, I'm only using Jesmonite for plant pots, coasters, bowls, as in for you to put stuff in, not to eat from. But I've done no research, so I don't know what this is rated from a food safe point of view. You do have to seal them if it's going to be outside in contact with water from a plant pot point of view, so I can't imagine it being suitable for pets, but you never know. I'm not a matter expert. This baby blue, it's lush. Any kind of blue is lush to me, can you tell? I think my Neil's having a bath and he's snuck upstairs without saying hello to us. How rude is that? What else we got in here? Oh, you're working on a video? Ice Swan Lake. Ah, oh, that makes it easier for me. And name is Michelle. That makes it easier. Hello, Michelle. What am I making, Petra? I have a new mould that I want to try. It's like a laptop stand. So I am using the mould. First time using it with Jesmonite first. And then within 20 minutes I can demould it and see what it looks like. But then I'm going to use the stand then to do the same but with resin. So I am looking for resin suggestions. So any colour schemes, or whether you think we should do it one colour or funky, lots of different colours. I'm feeling like a summery colour, so I might go pinks and purples and a little bit of white. I don't know, but it is viewer choice, so I can't get too excited about what it is. So we're just mixing our pancakes with our Jesmonite. Not really eating. Hashtag disclaimer. Petra, have you used Jesmonite yet? Have you looked into it? Is it something you're interested in giving it a try? Alright. I said alright. Lingo bingo. Wow, that's a lot. So I'm about to put on my processor, or mixer should I say. It's going to sound very, very loud, I think. So apologies. If you've got sensitive ears, you might want to avert them for a little bit while I blast it for 30 seconds just to make sure it's mixed in properly. Like icing. I say this every time. Come on, pop out buttons. What I will do now is look at bringing you in closer. I forgot to get my little bit of water. Oh well. Move that there. I'm just going to move you closer so you can see what's happening. I am going to flip you around, so close your eyes if you get motion sickness until I put you back in a place where you should hopefully be able to see what we're doing. You don't want to see my double chin. Let me flip you around. Here's the wall of tape for you all again. Oh, you're going to get brave. Yorkie Mum, you better get brave. So this is the colour we've got currently. There's lots of air bubbles. They'll be coming back to the top. What I am going to do now is just add a couple more drops of this Jesmonite blue pigment. Just going to drop it in a few different spaces, and I'm just going to mix it up a tiny little bit. Not a lot. I want it to be quite organic as it comes out. Just going to give that a wipe. I really do miss my water. Alison, if you are here, you'll be running to the sink for me now. It's such a strong pigment. Just a little bit left on the stick and look what's happened. So I'm just going to go in here and mix it a little bit, but not a lot. Just so we can get some little streaks happening. Oh, not a lot, as she said, and it's there. So when that pours out, I'm hoping we're going to get some nice effects like this. 20-minute curing time, and we'll be able to see what this bad boy looks like. I'm just going to move my pigment out of the way. Oh no, where's my lid? I've lost my lid. Oh, that's no good. What have I done with that lid? Where is my... Oh, it's there, next to the bowl. I'm hoping you're going to be able to see the moulds. If not, I'm going to have to move you over a little bit. Sorry, I'm going to move you again. Hopefully it's not making anybody too sicky. So you're going to have one mould here. I will zoom it out a little bit. I just want you to see me pouring. I'm in a lose-lose situation here, isn't it? Am I going to go that way? No. Okay. You're going to see me pour this in now. Hopefully I'll do it in the camera that's in shot for you. Oh, my hand's in the way. It's going to be very hard first to get this in shot for you. Apologies. Now, Jesmonite will stay pretty much where you pour it. It doesn't have a lot of movement in it like resin. It's quite thick. So I'm going to practice with the bottom half. Then if I do need to come and add more, coming around the other side now, hopefully that's in view for you still. Oh, right, there's a little bit of something there. Got that out. So this is a prototype one. It's going to be for me. Now this is the rod, I believe, that I hope you can see. Do it there. All right, so that's number one base part done. Move you over here again. The wall's in my way. It's like the wall is really in my way. Reason I'm doing them halfway up is because I didn't know how much mould this one was going to take from a liquid point of view. So I figure if I've got enough to fill half of it with the same colours, if I do need to add a top coat with another colour, it'll be symmetrical or look like a family. Ooh. So this is already starting to cure. That's the beauty of Jesmonite if you want instant gratification. Now I'm not going to overfill these stick areas. Oh, I think I might have enough for it all, because this has got to fit in the holes of the stand, and I don't want to be filing forever like I did on one of my other lives. So I'm now filling this one up, the end. Apologies you can't get to see it all. I've got Jesmonite everywhere. I'm coming back down to this one here, just filling up the I want to say the bracket, what would you call it? The support beam. Okay, right, I'm getting in a bit of a mess. Right, I'm coming back across the top. I'm just going to go backwards and forwards again. I seem to be losing quite a bit of the blue now. Seems to be coming out more of a consistent colour. And the great thing with Jesmonite is, well, instant gratification. It's less toxic. If you've got any edges that are sharp, you can sand them off pretty quick. They can be used outside in plant pots and things like that. And you can use your imagination with how you want it to look. The only downside is that it starts to cure within 5 minutes, so you've got to work pretty quick. Once it does start to cure, it doesn't move around as freely, and that can be a little bit frustrating because you can put it down and think it's going to move and blend, but it's not. It's going to stay where it is. Don't know if I've articulated that well, but when I did the black tray, there was an issue with how I did the bottom. It just stayed where it was and I didn't like it. So I'm just moving it around again, trying to fill it all up. Trying not to overfill it so I don't have to sand a lot. I have a feeling that the underneath's going to look prettier than the side you see in here. Apologies that my hands have been in the way. I will come back and have a look at what's been going off in chat. But time is of the essence with this. But I don't know if you can see what I mean there. Wherever I'm drawing that line, it is staying. And I think that's the beauty of it, but it can also be the frustration of it. Make sure that comes out here. Now I'm going to have to start slapping this to get rid of some air bubbles. You can paint around your mould to start with, and that may help with the air bubbles. So that's just something for you to be aware of or consider. I know that not all of this is in view. I just wanted to get you a closer up at what I'm doing. So I think I've used everything. Ooh, take you out a bit there. I say I'm not going to overfill it, and then I'm still filling it. What I am going to do is scrape around my bowl and use the rest of this Jesmonite to make my nice little, what am I trying to say? Speak, Sharon. Brain work terrazzo. They look fairly even. Okay, I've got to start slapping, so you don't really need to see close up for slapping. So I'm going to flip you around again so you can see what I'm doing. There you go. Hello. But I have to quickly act, she says. Oh, there we go. Where are we? There we are. Let's bring this down one more. There we go. All right. I will come and see what's been happening, but I want to get the rest of this out onto some paper. Actually, I might put the rest of it into this mould and see if this mould is going to be forgiving. Don't know if there's going to be enough to fill it, but I want to give it a go. I don't think there's going to be enough, but I'm still going to try and pour it in here because I can add to it like you can with resin. I'm going to have to squidge this down. Sorry, I know this one's not necessarily a focus. This is the shell dish that I did the other day, but because it's not that fluid, it's sort of sat there, so I'm gonna have to shove it in and hope it's gonna go down before it starts to fully cure. I am pushing it to the wire here, people. I'm just pinching it and shoving it in, and then hoping it's not going to have too many air holes. But this will complement the set that I did the other week that's got a soap dish. Right, let's try a bit more of this before it all fully cures off. No, I think I've run out now. I'll continue just trying to push this down. Oh, I don't think I had enough. Apologies, I will look at chat soon. Wow, you can see that it's started to cure now because I'm moving it and it's like clumps of dry toothpaste. So that's no good. Well, what I can do though is not add more to it, but just let it cure and then I'll pull it out. But this is definitely not enough. So you can see when you're trying to overwork Jesmonite, when it's curing, it's just like very, very thick, gone off dry toothpaste. So I've lost that battle. It'd have been better just putting it in there. I'll have half of a shell, just not a full shell. Yeah, just let that dry, and then I'm going to have to break it up and crumble it and bring it out. But then I can also see what the state of that is. And while I think on, I need to be tapping this. Oh, a bit too late. It's already setting. Oh well, there's going to be lots of holes in that. Now, if I'd have done my job correctly, I would have tapped this instead of getting another mould, and I'd have blew with my breath gently over the top to release any of those air bubbles at the top. We're not going to get that, but the purpose of today is to show you what this mould looks like. And we are going to use this mould again for resin. So I'm going to just see what's been going on with chat. Mary, Vintage Hunters. You love the tree in the background. Thank you. That's my tree of hope and welcome. Tree of positivity? Yes. Let me have a look. Do you spray out? Yeah, there is a, I put 3 coats of varnish on it. Let me show you what that looks like. So it's a surface sealant protector. You can get them from different manufacturers. This one's Resinate, it's just where I got it from. And it's almost like an acrylic sealant. And it protects it against UV resistance and against heat and moisture. We don't like things getting moist. It dries fairly quickly, it's clear, you put it on and it wants about 3 coats, especially if you're going to be using it for plant pots or anything that's going to come in contact with water or moist or outside where UV is. Don't need that now, so I'll put that back. Tidying up as I go because I'm a little bit of a mess and normally I'm very tidy. Oh, look at how not to create with Jesmonite. Let me have a look. Can you use a torch? No, you don't use torch, you don't use heat. The bubbles do self-rise, but you need to, you missed a vital step, or I did, where I'm supposed to slap it a little bit, like this, just to make sure there's no bubbles there. If I was to have got a paintbrush and paint a little bit of Jesmonite around the edge thinly, that would also help remove air bubbles. But when they rise to the top, all you would need to do is blow over them and that would get rid of all the bubbles that you need. And if there are any stubborn ones, a little toothpick can get that out, but no heat gun, no torch, because it is almost fully cured as it stands. Yeah, I am going to break it up. I definitely will. I lost that battle. I tried. Not to be though. What did she say? Yeah, it's so true, but it's already dried. But I'm going to be able to break it up and bring it out. But great tip. Electric toothbrush. Resin Pro, do food safe coat, but I still wouldn't put it in a bowl for pets. So yeah, I would, yeah, because sometimes when they say food safe, hashtag disclaimer, I'm not a manufacturer. I know that there are some people that do correct stuff for countertops, but when some people say food safe, check what they mean by it. Most of the resins that I've been in contact with in the UK, if it's food safe, it's for like putting cupcakes on there where you'd serve it, but it's got a like a separator, like you got your piece of paper between you and that, or you like for like finger food kind of thing. I don't know if I'm articulating myself, but it's not for you to eat out of, like you wouldn't eat cornflakes in a bowl or anything like that. I don't think it's food safe for that. It really is for like a tray, in my opinion. But hashtag disclaimer, I'm not a manufacturer. There might be other ones out there. Well, we'll be able to see very soon. It is meant to be for a laptop. This one came from Resinate, where I'm addicted to, looking at their website. And I had a look on the mould area because somebody wanted to know the mould that I used the other week. And when I had a look in there, I'm like, oh my pretties, lots of things. And instead of using a box that I've got downstairs when I'm on meetings now, I'll be able to put it in here. So we will have a look. It looks like it's one where it rests on it. So we will see. Hello, Heather's Treasures. Sending you love. Been thinking of you. Big love. Sending out to the universe for you. Alright. Oh, lingo bingo. What I am waiting for is to see how that's curing. Bear with me for a couple of minutes. I need to get my cooling tray. Because with Jesmonite, if I was to leave it in the mould, it would sweat and it would leave a stain. And we don't want that. When I demold this, it's going to be very brittle for 24 hours. I'll put it onto a cooling tray to allow all that moisture to disappear, but I've got an opportunity to sand anything that needs sanding, and that's the beauty of this, that you can do it. Oh, you did so damage to your bank account yesterday. Oh, yeah. They do have some good mould. Oh, because I understand 2 different ways. I've got no idea. I'm going to try it. I just saw it and I thought, right, I want that. So we'll go it. I'm glad you're doing well today. I hope that your time in here is a pleasant one. Right, I'm going to get my cooling tray and I will be back. I can remove my gloves now, and I can actually remove my mask because there's no more powder coming up. It's just a standard cooling tray. I had to get all my other crap off there that I did the other week that I've still not done anything with. So many things to create, so little time. What I'm feeling for is when it's ready for demolding, it's when it's cooled down, because when it's curing, it rapidly heats up and then it starts cooling down, and that's when you remove it. But this is at its most brittle stage, which I'm very curious about how I'm going to get this bit out here. And I'm most likely going to let gravity, oh, that's got some pretty colours there. Let gravity help it. What I mean by that is, put it in its place and see if I can tease it out without breaking. And this is what I mean about instant gratification. I should bring you in. So that's rod number 1 done. There are a few air bubbles in there, but that, or little bits that you get there, will just come away so beautifully, and I've got a nail file for that, but we'll demold to start with. Alright, oh, I said alright. Trying not to bend it or put any pressure, and trying to put it all onto my mould. It's got little bits of holes there. Oh, lovely. Let's see if I can pick that up so you get to see that pattern that we're doing there. The back's not, that's where all the colours more or less came into one, whereas I really enjoy that side. Absolutely love it. Alright, I'm going to repeat that process and hopefully demold the other end safely. And then we'll nail file it, and then we'll move this to one side to dry. Then I'm going to give my mould a quick clean. And we're going to use resin. And that's where I want you to start giving me your colour schemes, what you would like to see with this mould. With the resin, what colour combinations would you like? Hayley, welcome. You'd be breaking that. Hey, if I was on my time where I was being a little bit accent prone, yeah, I could be. You see, it's little ridges there, but I will show you how we sand that down and get that to use. The delicate part here for me is where the holes are through it, because the mould goes deep into it. I'm just very cautious that I'm not pulling too hard, that the Jesmonite will crack, because like I said, it's its most fragile now. Alright, that's the second piece removed. We won't get this instant gratification with resin. So this one doesn't have the striking blue that the other one did, but it still has some beautiful patterns there. I don't understand what this bit's for. Do you reckon it's just for show? They didn't come with any instructions. I'm assuming that these fit in there. We're going to have lots of sanding, I can feel it. What I might do is bring you in closer while I get my nail file and give this a sand. I should put my mask on for this bit, so I will, just because it's going to have fine dust coming up again. What I might do is bring you a little closer. Avert your eyes if you have a little bit of motion sickness. Alright, Dawn's telling me what to do as far as how to fix it together, so thank you for that. So we want metallic for the next one. I will explain, Sharon. Still looks impressive, thank you. It's for the 2 sticks. Yeah, I know there's 2 sticks there, but there's a triangle. What's that for? Aliens? So the way I do it is, there's just a standard nail file that I have here. It came out of a resin kit where you have all the different sanding and cloth and polishing and things like that, but it works lovely for Jesmonite, and I will do my best to show you. Look at that, it's got a little bend in it. That's not me. I don't know if you can see it here, let me see. You get little ridges here, and all you need to do, just get your nail file and it crumbles away any bits that you've got. Jesmonite can be quite sharp when you demould some of the bits if they're raised. Make sure that's in view. And all I'm doing is just checking. And then if I do need to change it to fit into the stand, now's my time to do it, because once it sets properly, you're not really going to be able to do it. So that's not smooth there. You've got to hold it in different angles so that you can see the ridges. It just crumbles away like a fine powder. I wish resin did that. When you've got your bits that are, it's a lot more fiddly for you to be able to suddenly get it smooth. But that's rod 1. Onto the other rods. So a few little sharp bits. There are bumps. Just getting that all smooth. I really am glad I did blue. Oh, alright, it's a bit sharp down the edge, so just getting that bit there. And this is why you should wear your mask when you're doing it, because it's such fine particles. Oh, that looked really, really bad, didn't it? That's me just fiddling around the ends to make sure there's nothing sharp. I'm now going to check stand 1. Just make sure there's no obvious bits there. I've really got to make sure there's nothing in the hole there so that my rod will go through there. But that one's looking okay. That is looking okay. So I should be able to stick my rod in that hole. I love that one there, just there. Isn't it amazing how you get certain parts of it that you think, oh, I love that. If it was like that all over, I'd be really happy. Get that little bit out of my hole there. You have to just put it in different angles until you see the bits that are stood up. And it is worth taking your time to get this right while it is at its brittle stage, because it, like I say, it just comes away like powder. And if you wait, you're not going to be able to move it tomorrow. Well, you probably can if you've got the right tools, but... Hello, Mona. Is it Mona or Mona? All right. I said, alrighty, lingo bingo. Let's see. Now, I'm imagining it's a laptop, so it's going to go this way. How does it not fall out? It's so brittle, I shouldn't really be doing it, but yeah, I want to do it. Just check that we know what we're doing. So I would have to glue this together, surely. Resin it. That's not the right way to stick it, Sharon. I've got it stuck. I've got it stuck. Do not break. Do not break. Alright, I was trying to be smart, but I'm going to do this. Oh, fingers and thumbs. If I drop it, I won't be a happy camper. Now, I want to ask you how you think it wants you to finish this. Do you reckon that that's going to be, because it will be sturdy and it will fit there, but your laptop would hold it as well. But this part here, I am going to leave it to dry. Is that not right? How is it not right? What way would it be? You want me to put Vaseline in there? I think that'll make it go in and out. Oh, I am going to leave it to dry. It does look right to me. It really does. How else will it go, people? I really don't know. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. I reckon a little bit of UV resin. Sorted. Anyway, the stand itself, absolutely beautiful. I've just got to work out what you're meant to be doing with these bits here. I'm sure Paula's going to tell me at some stage. But it looks lush. Look at this. I'm going to shove it a bit too far in so that there's no chance of it falling over while it cures. We don't want it to fall over while it cures. But I do want to show you this part here. That's my favourite bit. When you come to my house or visit, I'm going to have my laptop stand that way. So it's upside down. No, it's not upside down. Because isn't that got to be where it's going to stop the laptop falling off? Surely it can't be upside down. No, because it's meant to stop your laptop. And that'd stop it falling off. I swear. Where's my instructions for my mould? Anyway, look at that. I think it's beautiful. And we're going to try this in resin now. You will not get to see the results, unfortunately, until 2 more days with the resin. Let me just skillfully and gently lay this down so it fully cures. And somebody sends me instructions on how it fits together. I'm going to lay it down with the side that I enjoy the most facing up. so I'm not going to get any scratches or anything like that, and it's protected. And I'm going to put this out of the way, and that's done. And then I'm going to come back and have a little look at what colour schemes you're going to recommend for resin. Sandy, I'm glad you'll tell me. I'm only good at creating art, not necessarily at building stuff. Alright, bear with me, I'm just putting this safely in my other room. The advert took over. Alright, sis. Just checking in with Zeus there. He was just laid down, looking all sorry for himself. Alright. I am just going to put this back up here while we start to mix our resin, and I'll have to switch masks or put my respirator on, but that will be when I've got it all mixed up and we're good to go. Just going to clean up a little bit, get rid of my measurements, but I'm also going to get this out of my mould while I remember. Oh, it would have been a beautiful tray. I'll turn it upside down to get it all out. I don't want it to ruin the mould. Give it a little clean. Now I have some, don't worry Paula, I will give it a mould clean at some stage. I'm going to keep this to one side, but I have now some beautiful blue bits for terrazzo. I don't know. Cleaning my mould, and then I'm going to look at what colours you've recommended. Bearing in mind this is going to be a laptop stand. Now the Jesmonite just peels out of this really nicely, but yeah, I'm going to just take my time to make sure I do get it all out there, because resin's not very forgiving if you've got anything in there. And I'm going to catch up. So we've got a purple pink one, teal blue, light blue, and a mid-range purple. Oh, hello Dee, what a sexy colour combination you've just said there. So we had pink, purple and silver for resin. Copper and purple. Ooh, I quite like the sound of that one as well. Copper and purple. Someone said you need 2 of one. Someone said you need 2 of one of the rods. Oh, but it's triangle. I don't have, like, so I do have 2 rods, so that would mean I need 3. But the only hole that's not being used is a triangle one. Have they shorted me at resin 8? Apologies while I'm cleaning my mould. If you've just logged in here, it is because I've just used this for Jesmonite, and we are now going to use the same mould with resin, and it is viewer choices on colour combinations. Well, I get to choose which one of the ones you're suggesting. But we're going to compare how it looks for both resin and Jesmonite. It looks lovely in Jesmonite. I just don't know how to put it together properly. And I am just cleaning the mould so we can get straight in there. I'm trying to blow through my mask, that's hilarious. I'm quite liking the bit of copper. I quite like the copper. That could be a nice one for my Neil. Alright, another bit of cleaning going on. There wasn't too much left in there. There is a lot underneath. Just take a bit of cleaning. So I definitely like copper. No, only need 1 rod. No, there wasn't a picture. Oh, was there? Was there? I I don't know. I'm going to have to go back on Resinate's website and have a little look. There must have been, because I thought, oh, that looks nice. I want that. So, but I think I just saw the front part. I don't know if it didn't come with instructions. But I will have to have a little look. Resinate. But it's a very good quality mould. I love the result. I just want to make sure it is safe, because when you've got a laptop on there, you don't want it falling to bits on you. The blue pigment that you put in Jesmonite is so highly pigmented and concentrated that if you had a tiny little bit in here and resin, you didn't clean it off and it got into your resin, it would impact your, I'm trying to speak, it would impact your resin or your colours, it would bleed through into it. So I'm just taking my time to make sure I get all this out, and we're just about there. It's very hard because I've got bits underneath. So I keep thinking I've got bits in my mould, but they're actually underneath. If I was in the bathroom, I'd obviously give it a clean underwater. It's just a damp cloth I've got that's getting it out. And I'm going to mix up. So that definitely took 600 mils. Because I did 600 mils worth. There's only a tiny little bit left out. I think Jesmonite is going to be, I think I'll end up with a little bit more resin left over, but I'm going to put that in a different mould. So I'm going to go ahead and start mixing that, but I am going to look at your colour combinations. Petra said mint green, dark blue and gold. Nice. We had the dark blue aqua, oh, dirty cut par. Oh, Renee, very nice. Someone saying you need two of them, I read that. Sunset colours, black and copper. Ooh. Oh, black and copper. Now that sounds like something I feel like doing. Will the Jesmonite? Yes, it will be. Jesmonite sets almost like it's concrete, but like a shiny concrete, a nice one. So it definitely will. Somebody's got purple copper in stage. All sounds lovely. I think I am going to go with the copper and black. That sings to my heart. And I think if I'm going to be giving this one to my Neil, I think he might enjoy that. He likes simple and best. So I've got a Resinate black, which is a high gloss back. And I have the copper, which is the equivalent to the gold that I used. So it's got like a floating film to it. I don't know if I'm explaining myself. I'll show you what I've got. Ah, here goes my stand. Everything falls over in Sharon as well. So I need to find my black pigment. There, I found my black. I thought I had an open one already. I don't want to open one unless I've got to. Oh, there I have. Got it there. So I've got my black, and that's a very intense high shine black. And I also have a copper. So the copper is Resitint, and that's the copper. Ooh. When I go in here, it's a beautiful colour. Swirl the metallic grey with the almost look like marble with a copper. So we're talking about, I don't know if I've got a metallic grey. I don't know if I do. I've got a metallic silver. So this one is the black. So I think those are going to look lovely. I'm wondering if a teal would look nice as well. Somebody's got me. Oh, I did have it put together right. Thank you. Thank you for that, Christina. You made my day. Oh, like you've emailed me how to use it. Wonderful. What do you reckon? Heather, you said black and copper and I'm thinking that. Do you reckon a teal would go nice with that? Like a peacock colour? Or should I just stick with those two and be classic? And maybe swirl them. Like somebody mentioned, maybe I'll pour two at the same time and let it do its thing. Maybe. Mint green, lavender gold. No to the teal, or no teal, or yes teal. Maybe I love classy. I reckon I'm going to go with these. I'm just going to go with these two. Maybe silver. Would silver? I don't know, because this can take over. No, I'm just going to go black, copper. I'm going to keep it simple. That's the way my head's at today. We're going to mix up 600 mils of fluid. I'm going to have to do it in 2 halves because my cup only goes to 550. And I have my cups here that's going to help me, which is the 2 to 1. So I'm going to mix 2 cups up and we're going to go with it. And then that's going to help me because I can pop the colours directly in and we know where we are. Job's a good one. So I am using the remainder of some of this resin that I've got. Let me move stuff out of the way, I've got it everywhere. Messy workroom. So this is the resin I'm using. I've used all my master cast, so I'm now using the Cascade. It's a 2 to 1 resin. You have a fairly long working time with it. You can get about 40 minutes, 50 minutes. This one goes from being cool and then it dramatically heats up. So you're best off waiting if you're working with art until 20 minutes in. It'll get rid of all your bubbles and then it'll start to thicken up and it's easy to work with. But then you've got to work quick. If you work with it straight away, it's going to be very fluid because it's like a thin viscosity, in my opinion, compared to what I'm used to working with. But I'm going to measure this out. Once I've measured it out, I am then going to put my respirator on. And I will do my best to talk loud. I'll probably bring the camera closer so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to put my gloves on. And we are going to be good to go. Actually, I don't need that one. I've got the one I was using earlier here. And then I will check what's happening in chat and hope that you are all good. Is everybody feeling welcome? Has anybody got any questions? There's lots of people in here that can help you. Oh, somebody else has said yes to teal. No teal. Oh, we have a difference of opinions with the teal, but I'm going to leave it out for this one. So you've got these cups and you don't know how the marking work. They are brilliant. It takes all the stress out of it. So here, it's got a 2. Can you see that? Is that even in view? It's got a 2 to 1. So you put your 2 in there, which means the larger volume, up to 1. So that makes it easy. Or you can do it that way if you want. If you've got one that's 3 to 1, it's 3 to 1. And then 4 to 1. So you work out what is your volume split. Because most of the resin I work with is either 1 to 1 or 2 to 1, I just use this cup here. So I look at what do I need here, and I'm roughly needing 300 mils in this one. So that's roughly where that one will end there. So I know that I need to get my larger volume to that 2 there, and then that one there, and I'll get roughly under 300 mils. I hope that made sense. I think this is where Sharon's bingo comes in, but the good thing is it is just a mould. Once we've mixed it, I will let it stand for a little bit to get rid of those air bubbles, and then we'll add our colour. I'm hoping that because the Jesmonite took the 600 mils, it's going to be the same with resin and it's not going to need more. If it does, I can top it up with something. Oh, I need to get my measuring one right. I suppose that's the beauty of it. If you don't mix enough, you can always add another layer. Has anybody worked with this brand before? Love to know your thoughts on it. It releases bubbles beautifully. But I made a commitment to my Neil and myself that before I was allowed to order anything else, I had to use what I've got and start to clear out. some space within my art room before anything else is allowed in. Oh, I needed a little bit more in there. And this is part of why I'm using up resin. And when you crack open a resin, you only have a few months before you really should use it up. 6 months maximum before it starts to go yellow. So I've got both of those to my 2 mark, and these are now going to go to my 1 mark. So you have to be gentle because you do not want to go past your 1 mark now. Nice. So I am going to have to set the Siri twice, so apologies for people that have the Siri. It's going to go crazy. I can only apologise, but it's much easier doing that than having to tap my watch or tap anything, especially when you start getting sticky with resin. So they're just both under 300 mils using those cup measurements. And we're just going to start to mix those. I'm not going to add any glitter to it because there's going to be enough sparkle coming through with the copper. But yeah, I'm going to move my emery board. Apologies, people. Hey Siri, set timer for 3 minutes. I can catch up with chat now before I put my mask on and become Darth Vader's mum or wife. Oh, thank you, Mary, for the thumbs up reminder. And Alison, that made sense, did it? Hopefully that helped. Oh, I'm not too sure, Mary, why your comment got restricted there. You used it, but you didn't get on with it. Oh, sending love to Heather. Oh. You know what? Sometimes just watching people and hanging out, that's all you need to do. Oh, Sandy, thank you so much. Remember, if you haven't already, if you can go back to the out of line chat to the main page and give me a thumbs up if you feel that this live is worth it, or if you are a supporter of my art or channel, because that is what helps me continue to grow my channel and a way of giving back to me. If you're new, welcome. I hope you're enjoying this. It's an opportunity for you to ask questions. I've got members within chat, so if you've got any questions, they'll do their best to answer it, and there's other creatives in here that are sharing knowledge. I want to share love again around the art community, so if you could put a little love art at the side of your name, or should I say in the comments, so that we know that you've got an art channel, and who knows, maybe people will go over and visit you if they haven't already and shared the love, because I think there's enough of a platform out there for us to help each other. That's another thing. And if you're not aware, I do have a membership which is similar to Patreon. I had an hour Zoom with some of the members this evening, which was lovely. I try and do that once a month, where we get to chat with each other and see each other, and you get to show me in your creative space if you're willing to. And I absolutely love that. And there's also behind the scenes of projects I'm working on, or how I edit, or just a little bit about Sharon and her world. So maybe you want to consider that. But to each and every person that has been attending my lives or watching my videos, really, really, really thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support. Oh, what did you delete, Mary? Oh, hello, Artsy. You know what, sometimes when I type or ask Siri to do something, it doesn't understand me. It gives me a whole different thing for what I needed. Apologies. Hey Siri, stop. We're going to go on to pot 2 now. For people that's joining me, we've done our Jesmonite laptop laptop stand. with Jesmonite, and we're now moving on to resin with the same stand. You won't be able to see these results today. Apologies. Hey Siri, set timer for 3 minutes. You won't be able to see the results today, but viewer's choice, we're going with black and copper, which speaks to me because this one may be used by my nail if it works correctly, with resin. And I'm just mixing up 600 mils worth of resin. I've got just under 300 mils in each pot. One of them is going to be the Resitint by Elichem, which is a copper, and the black is such a beautiful black from Resinate, which is an opaque pigment. And one of these containers will be for the black, one will be for the copper. I'm just going to pour it like that. They're not going to be exactly the same, but hopefully it'll create nice effects. And I'm about to put my respirator on. So safety first always with resin. The only reason I'm not doing it now while I'm mixing it is I'm not applying any heat or anything like that. I've got my window open. I've got my door open. And it gets very moist and sweaty under there. And it doesn't really help for talking to you with chat. But I am going to look at getting a microphone under there. You might just be able to hear me heavy breathing. But I'll keep trying to improve my live so that I'm safe but you can hear what I'm talking about. Oh, didn't she answer me? Hey Siri, how long on timer?
There are no timers set.
Bitch. Hey Siri, set timer for 2 minutes. Apologies, she just ignores me sometimes. Oh, Chippy, you're missing my attention. Oh, yeah, the name of the gold pen you used on Jesmonite popped the other week. Yes, once I've stopped mixing this, I'll go around. I did notice the other day as well, when I was going through chats, I always go back and read what you've all been saying. And I noticed there's a few people that I kept missing comments of, and I do apologise. It's just at the time I'm glancing at the screen, I may have missed you, so I mean no harm or disrespect to anybody. It is just, I don't have any favourites. It's just whatever catches my eye at the time I'm looking, but I will definitely show you that, so apologies. We are nearly there. And then those bubbles will all come to the top. Alright. Lingo bingo. Have I ever had someone refuse to get back to you to pick up an order? No. Have you? I don't know if that was for me or if that was for somebody else. Yeah, it is. I'll just grab it. I can't remember names of stuff. Oh, Chippy, I'm so glad. Thank you. It is like patting your head, rubbing your tummy. I was talking to some of the members that I might need one of them in my pocket on phone, and I have a AirPod in so they can tell me. Apologies. Hey Siri, stop what's going off in chat so that I don't miss anything and that I can just continue on with creating and working, but not miss out on anything, because there's been some beautiful chats going on. Lots of supportive people out there supporting each other, sharing knowledge, having a joke. I love a good joke. Don't need to wipe that off properly yet. Even though I'm going to let this wait for a little bit because I want those bubbles to come out and it to thicken up a little bit, I'm going to start to add my pigments. But I'm very, very sticky, so I am just going to remove. Now I'm actually going to put some alcohol on my gloves and then wipe it off with a towel. I just don't want to sticky my tubs up, and I really hate having sticky hands. People are getting a picture of that now. So with this Resitint, I'll move my cups a little bit further. I will bring you in to have a close look when we start doing this, but I will show you the colours that were in there. Oh, that's right, I was going to get a pen to show. hope that's... So Decorum Premium is the prime pen. There you go. I hope that helps you. I'm going to need quite a bit of this in here because of the size of, or the volume of resin that's in there. So I'm going to try that for now and then give it a mix in. Look at it. Look at it floating on the top there. How beautiful is that? Just got to see what that copper looks like as it gets through all the way down, and if it's still solid or if it's quite diluted. If it's diluted, I'm going to strengthen it again. I am going to add a little bit more in there, I think. I don't want it to get lost too much in the black. That's took about three little heaps, but it is lush. I had an order, messaged the person when it was ready, but the person won't answer the message. It wasn't me, was it? That's not good. I know that there was once when I was really busy and somebody was asking if I could make something for them and I didn't get back to them, and I felt incredibly awful or rude, but there was just so much going off in my life that I just didn't respond. Sorry. I really struggle to create and sell, but look at that. You can starting to see some of that copper floating to the top now. Absolutely love that. And I'm going to move to mix the black up now. I'm looking forward to seeing what this is going to do. Let's now add the black. Well, Sharon, say what to Patricia, please. I need to know the answer. Okay, what's Patricia said? Sharon, what do you call a whale with no trousers on? A whale with no trousers on. I went to a very dirty place in my mind and I should probably say that. A whale with no trousers. No whale, no what? No. I've got no idea. I was gonna say, what is it? What's the answer? What do you call a whale with no trousers on? A whale with no trousers on. No, I can only go to a dirty place and I can't do that. Free Willy! Is it Free Willy or is that not what I was going to say? Is it Free Willy? That's brilliant. I kept going to something to do with semen or like I said, I don't know, I just couldn't get anything, but that's hilarious. Free Willy. Oh, I love it. I think that's what you've got to do. Give me some mum jokes, please. Give me some mum jokes. Actually, I don't want to waste that one on that. A little bit of this black should go a long way. That's priceless. Even though it was jeanless. So I feel I'm going to need quite a bit of this. Let's have a little look if that's going to be enough. Free Willy. That's bloody brilliant. Oh, I love a good joke that came out of a cracker. This came from Kids Telling a Joke on the Radio. I love it. I think I just need a little bit more black in there. Alright, so those are the colours. I said alright. Lingo bingo, lingo bingo. It's going to be interesting seeing how I'm going to put the camera so you can see what I'm doing but still get this moulding, because that was the challenge with the Jesmonite, wasn't it? I think I'm going to have to put these into cups anyway though, because I'm not going to be able to hold these big containers and pour them without it dribbling everywhere. First world problems and all, but my reality. Just cleaning off my stick while I can, because I've got OCD with cleaning up and putting away, but my room's a mess at the minute. Put that out of the way. Look at that, so far just one pair of gloves. Highly concentrated pigment though, look, it's just everywhere. Okay, bear with me. I'm just going to get some cups, better cups for pouring. Ah, my lid, it's falling on me. Alright, I've got my silicone cups to pour these into so that I can manipulate them, but it's going to feel really weird putting them in here to pour them again, but I think it's the only way I'm going to be able to hold them from a height and get them to swirl together. If I can do it without many dribbles, I'm alright. How do you how do you make a lobster blush? How do you make give it crabs? How do you make a lobster blush? It's sort of salad dressing, I heard. It's sort of salad dressing. Alright, I'm going to have to put my mask on. I am going to bring... Hello koala, good day. Welcome. Alright, I've got a ponytail, so my head is even bigger than normal and my mask is not behaving. Right, I've got to pull you closer so you can hear me talking. I'm disturbing Neil's relaxing bath now. But we're ready to go on with this. I do love some of these jokes. Terrible, Muriel. Alright, if you have sensitivity to movement, I am about to move the camera, so you may want to avert your eyes just for a short period of time while I get the camera in view. Alrighty, woo. Let's see if I can angle you down enough. If that's going to be a good enough view for you, or if my camera's just going to fall. Yep, the camera's just going to fall. I'm going to move you around. Just watch your eyes for a little bit. I'll just do this while. See if I can get a better view for you this way. I think my stand is on its last legs. Alright. How is that camera angle? Sorry for all the stains on my mat. I need to clean that off. I don't know if I'm going to mix them or if I'm going to. Oh, Sharon, what am I doing? What am I doing? It is slightly thicker. see what that's going to do. I just went for it, I went rogue. I'm just going to fill up my cups again. And I know that it's going to keep moving. As long as we get to see some beautiful patterns coming through, I'm alright with that. This copper is just stunning. I don't know if you see that. Look at that, it's just stunning. I'm just going very random. I'm just letting the resin do some of the patterns for itself. But I am trying to get a little contrast happening along the way, hopefully. And I'm going to go back around the big ones. It is looking stunning. That just floats so beautifully. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it as well. Thank you. Thank you, Heather's Trevor's. Yes, you've gone to Heather's Trevor's for the suggestion. Hello, Claire. Well, I've done Jesmonite, and I did this mould with Jesmonite, and I used what am I trying to say? I'm stoned from my from the resin. I have done this mould once already using Jesmonite, and now I'm using it with resin, and they are laptop stands. So here we are, me, just finishing off, and we've gone in with copper and black. Now I don't think this area I'm working on is quite level, so I'm going to leave a little bit at the top, and then I can always come and do a top coat when I've got it sort of level. That copper is going everywhere, it can take over, so I'm just adding a little bit more black just to try and dilute it a little bit. I seem to be mixing it up in the process. Absolutely love this colour combination. I think I'm going to have a lot of copper left over. That's alright. Sorry, this is me concentrating, isn't it? I've gone quiet again. Yeah, I've got a lot of copper left over. I'm not going to waste it. I will actually add it here. Just don't want it to just be all copper. What do you reckon? Should I use this copper in a clock or something and just leave it? I just don't want it to, I can't see underneath the mould to see if it's all the way down. But at the same time, I don't want to waste resin. I do have birds. It's called Siri. And yeah, I'm going to top up a little bit. It relieves my tension, Claire, from when I'm doing a live. Therapeutic birds going. Right, I think I'm going to leave it here, and the reason I'm leaving it here is I really don't want this to be all copper. I can see there's a lot of black down, but this copper is going to continue to keep moving, and because it's slightly unlevel this surface, it's going to keep bleeding in. So what I am going to do is I'm going to leave this overnight, and then I'm going to add some more black. I've got no black left. So this is not going to fit in the stand if I overfill it. I hope that makes sense. So I think we're almost at the time where this part's done, but I do need to now try and use my copper somewhere. That copper does look beautiful, doesn't it? You will have to check it out, yeah. Oh, you figured out what the curve in the stick is for. I think the curve goes on the outside to keep it from... Ah, there you go, Sandy. You've missed so much, but you can always catch up. You see a copper shell in your future, Sharon. I do too. Let me have a little look then. I'm seeing how it's weighting, and you know what? I'm going to add a little bit more copper here. But it's going to keep pushing it down, look. Step away from the resin, Sharon. Step away from the resin. Just going to give it a slight little slap. I don't think it's really going to do much, but I am going to cover this up. And I'm going to leave that as it is. We're going to see what natural effects it is, but I'm going to figure out what to do with all this. Alright. Oh, alrighty. Here she goes again. Lingo bingo, lingo bingo. Something needs to bring Claire up to speed with. Oh no, is that going to even fit? Oh, I never showed you. Bear with me. Let me bring you in so you can have a little look at the close-ups. Avert your eyes while I move you. I hope you can see that. How can you make a sausage roll? How can you make a sausage roll. Oh. How do you make a sausage roll? I don't know that one. How do you make a sausage roll? No, no idea. Give it a push. Oh, oh no. Right, little disaster, it's falling down the back, so I'm just going to salvage that while the camera's in my hand. I need to find a mould so I can put this. Sorry, I forgot to tell you I was moving you. So I can, oh, I'm going to flick back. Right, I need to get a mould for putting this in, and I think another vase, a copper vase. So while I go get yet another mould. Apologies, I had to go into my sin room where I buy everything and hide it so Neil doesn't find. But this is another one I got from Just Resin. I don't think there's enough, but we're going to try it. But it's a pot with a lid. It's got a little pattern on there. I got it for Jesmonite, but I am going to give it a go and see what it's going to look like with resin. It might be boring, just having it in copper, but I'd rather be boring and use my resin and see what the mould's like than just leave it. The problem is, if we have not enough, I'm going to have to mix something up. What if it could be something like from Harry Potter? Like a special goblin cup. Goblet? Goblet. Definitely don't think there's going to be enough. There we go. You can fill it with Jesmonite. Yes, I can, Claire! Oh my god, yes! So, I'll fill it up with resin tonight. And then top it up tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to have to squeeze that. It looks like a little nipple. Oh no, I think it might fill it. Look at that. We can pretend it's a very ancient pot that we've just discovered. A proper copper pot. So now I'm going to have to squeeze it, aren't I? Hello, Aries. Hello. Well, at least we'll be able to see what this pot's going to be like tomorrow. I can't wait to see what jokes I've missed out. Hello, Hades. What are you doing in here? Hello. Hello. What are you doing in here? Hello. Hello. He likes to say hello. Oh, have I missed another joke? Oh, I missed a joke. I can't wait to read back on that. I've got an air bubble trap. Oh, oh, it's like a... Oh, there's a massive air bubble there. something in there and see if I can get it out. It's like a teat from a bottle. That looks like there's a... I don't know if it's in my imagination, but it looks like there's a big air bubble there. But it won't come out. I'm just having to squeeze the nipple end. I can feel this is going to go disastrous. How bizarre. Alright, let me just squeeze this a little bit. Squidgy, as Steve would say. It looks like it's got a beautiful pattern around this. Sorry, I will be with you once I've stopped fondling my mould. And I will bring you in and hopefully you can see some of the patterns. A bit worried about that lid. That lid does not feel right. And I need it to be level and it's not. I'm trying to solve a problem while you're waiting. Let me bring you in. It's not very entertaining, is it, while I do that? Alright, put that there. Put that there, and then I'll bring you in so you can have a little look at some of the details, hopefully. You need to make sure it's round. I had a problem, Claire. I did one of those pots that you did and it wasn't round. I couldn't get my lid in. Just having a little look for air bubbles. Just around the edge. This copper is lovely. I think I might become copper obsessed now. Alright, let me bring you in and show you this, and then it's time for me to tidy up. Taking you off. Watch your eyes if you are a little bit nauseous with movement. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the detail on this pot. It's got a little pattern in there. So there's going to be some nice detail. And that copper's all floating in there. Oh, I can see a big air bubble there as well. Gonna have to get stuff in there and get that around. So that's what I'm going to be on there. So I'm missing all these jokes, aren't I? Yeah, it did measure out okay, didn't it? I've just got to get these air bubbles while I see. Oh, I'm itchy nose. Oh, right, it's my nose. I need to itch my nose. Oh. Alright, there is no heat being added to my resin, so there's no excessive smell in here. That's all under there. I'm just going to see about getting this air bubble under the lid, but I think it's time for us to say, oh, I'm distracted, look, trying to get rid of the air bubble. I get my hands in resin, I can feel it. Oh, air bubbles, go away. I think I need to add a tiny little bit more resin in there. It's like there's a lot missing just under the lid. But I can always add it. So I'm just short. I'm busy talking to myself here and my air bubbles, the nemesis that are bubbles. Just under the lid, I know. Claire, you'd have your cotton bud under there, wouldn't you? Come on, knock it out, Sharon. You can do this. You can do this. I can feel it's all going to go pear-shaped. She's nearly got it. It'll feel so satisfying if I get rid of all those air bubbles. But anyway. Right, what did I miss? Yes, get a cotton bud. Okay. They're going to look cool. Yes, they are. Gorgeous colour. I've got to read back on all these jokes. Oh. Anyway, it is time for me to say thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Remember, if you haven't already, I need to squidgy widgy them, I tell you. I've got to clean up this mess, get ready to watch a movie. I've got work tomorrow, but we will be doing a live in the evening again. And hopefully I'll be able to reveal some... Oh, I never showed you the results of yesterday. Did you want to see the results of yesterday before we go? The resin work that we did? Let me know. Well, I'm going to show you anyway. It's coming out. It's coming out. This is where I lost my gold down my hole. Gotta watch it because it's still curing. But exhibit 1. So it's still curing. But I love the colours of that. You can't really see it too well, but if you stood over the top of it, there's a lot of depth in there. A lot of depth. You can see those layers. And the colours, I don't know if I can see it. But I really like that. I think they're going to make beautiful clocks. So that's number 1. Oh, I've got my sock stuck on resin. What's that about? That's the one that I did lose the resin down the hole. This one is maintain the resin a little bit more. Let's see if I can get... It's got some beautiful green tinges in it, but I don't think you're picking them up. But yeah, I really love these. I just wish you could see the depth I see and sparkle in there. But yeah, that's the number... I keep getting my sock stuck on resin. Alright, but they're safely back. Anyway, you got to see those now. So I am going to say night-night because I really want to watch a movie. Have a little drink. Thank you all so much. I'm sorry that I never got to see what you were all talking about, but I am going to see him. Claire. Oh, thank you, Claire. Thank you so much for dropping by. Remember, there are some artists in here that's got channel. If you've not been over to Claire's Crafty Corner, pop over there. Show her channel some love. If you haven't been over to Cosmic Carols, pop over there. Show her some love. I know we've also got Heather Treasures in here, so pop over, show her some love. If you have got a channel, put a thumbs up at the side of your name quickly so that people can pop over and have a little look at your work and creations if they haven't already, because I think it's time for us to all support each other. It looks like we've got Lainey's Crafting Creations. Yeah, so we've got Lainey's Crafting Creations. Anybody else out there with channels that you want people to pop over and visit, let us know. And thank you all so much. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you on Sunday. I wonder if Artsy Doodles must have a channel, surely. Yeah, alright. Bye bye, and I'll show you the results tomorrow. Take care, everybody.